This video is for the assignment, The Real Monster of Maple Street. So you will notice that in the instructions, it says, read the following instructions and watch the attached video. Your assignment is the AEC Body Paragraph Planner. So here in this box, these are your instructions. Your AEC Body Paragraph Planner, the actual assignment, is located here at the bottom. When you click it, it will take you to this new page. You have seen this body paragraph planner before. We've used this model several times in the first 9 weeks. But let's go back and look at the instructions. So to access your instructions, you can use this scroll bar here and scroll down, or you can click this pop-out arrow to make your instructions larger. So let's just use it from here. Okay, so after reading The Monsters Are Due on Maple Street, you now have to decide who the real monster is. Are the humans the monsters, or are the aliens? So you've got several steps that you need to complete. Step 1, which character from The Monsters Are Due on Maple Street is the real monster? I want you to pick just one figure from this following list. So your list includes Steve, Les, Charlie, Don, Tommy, or the 2 figures that we see at the end of the story, the aliens. Again, you are only going to pick one character from this list. The 2 figures, they count as one, the aliens, because they're grouped in together. But you are only going to pick one from this list to identify as the real monster of Maple Street. Step 2. Using the script, provide textual evidence, including page numbers and commentary, arguing why you think your figure is the monster of the story. So a guiding question that you need to ask yourself is, what did your figure say, or what did they do that suggests he's the actual monster of Maple Street? Now you're going to need the script, so I've given you quick access to it. If you click here, it will take you to a link with the script. And we'll just scroll down, and you can see you've got the script. Oops. Okay. Now, you're going to record your information in the AEC paragraph model. That is this assignment right here. And then check for spelling and grammatical errors before you turn it in. To submit your work, look at these last 2 pages. This is according to whichever teacher you have, if you have Miss Robertson, or if you have me, Miss Gann. So let's look at our body paragraph planner. As I said before, you have used this paragraph planner several times in the first 9 weeks, especially looking at the Jamestown Lifescape picture. So I've already given you your topic sentence right here. In Rod Serling's The Monsters Are Due on Maple Street, I believe that blank is the monster. Now, if you have Miss Robertson, you're not using Cami, you can actually delete where it says insert name, and you can just type it in there. But because my class is using Cami, if you have Miss Gann, you'll need to open the text box right here to type in your figure. So in Rod Serling's The Monsters Are Due on Maple Street, I believe blank is the monster. So you will tell me who you think is the monster in The Monsters Are Due on Maple Street. Your evidence and commentary. So you're going to need 3 pieces of evidence from the script to prove that your person is the actual monster of Maple Street. So you've got example 1, 2, and 3. Remember that when you are giving text evidence, you need to put quotation marks around whatever is being pulled from the text, and you also need to provide the page number where you found it. Okay? For example, if I claim that Charlie is the real monster of Maple Street, I'm going to put Charlie's name up here. And in example 1, I might say, in Charlie's desperation, I'm going to go back here to the script. And I'm going to use the moment where he shoots Pete Van Horn because that's a truly monstrous moment right there. He swings around, raises the gun. And suddenly pulls the trigger. Now, I found this on page 150. Okay, so for my first piece of evidence in proving that Charlie is the real monster of Maple Street, I said, in Charlie's desperation, he swings around, raises the gun, and suddenly pulls the trigger. Notice that at the end of my quote, I put in parentheses Serling's last name and the page number where I found this quote. And then I put the period at the very end. Now, you're going to do this 3 times. You're going to give me 3 pieces of evidence to prove why whoever you pick is the real monster of Maple Street. And then you're going to give me 2 pieces of commentary for each example. So you're going to give me 2 pieces of commentary for example 1, 2 commentary for example 2, and 2 commentary for example 3. Now, your commentary is where you, in your own words, explain how the evidence, how this example proves your assertion at the top. How does this prove that your character is the real monster of Maple Street? So I might say for this one, I'm so sorry. Charlie is desperate So I might say Charlie is desperate to restore order back to Maple Street. So he asserts himself as the authoritative figure So Charlie is desperate to restore order back to Maple Street. So he asserts himself as the authoritative figure. In his haste, he acts impulsively and allows his fear to control him, resulting in murder. Okay, and then I'm going to continue to discuss example 1 with comment 2. So make sure that in your commentary you are incredibly thorough in connecting your evidence back to the topic sentence. When you have all 3 pieces of evidence and all the commentary, remember you have to have 2 pieces of commentary for each evidence, go to the concluding sentence. Now this is where you tie all your examples back to the main idea to show its importance. So this is where you again identify who your character is and you identify them as the monster of Maple Street. When you are done with this AEC body paragraph planner, follow the directions here in making sure that you turn it in correctly. Remember, if you do not hit submit, if you do not turn it in, Miss Robertson and I cannot see your work.